If you guys haven't been following my literary adventures since 2020 started, I'm just going to bring you up to speed real quick. First, I was getting hung out of a window by my arms via my love interest, son, as J. Dean in Tar Baby. Then, I had to swim a goddamn mile during Hurricane Katrina in the pit because of Salvage the Bones. Then, I don't know what the fuck was happening in jazz, but I do distinctly remember a naked black woman who was pregnant on the side of the road while it was thunderstorming, who tried to run away and was knocked unconscious. Then I was a child bride turned child slave in a small village in Nigeria in Girl with the Loud Voice. So then I was like, let me take a break. I'll read romance novel, some chick lit. Silly me, the author, who is not of color, attempted to write a fully fleshed character of color and fumbled the ball. I don't want to read trauma no more. I've been delivered. Okay? And just because I don't want to do that right now doesn't mean that I shouldn't also be able to have access to fully developed black characters, fully developed characters of color. I had to take it there, I had to take it there, 'cause I'm tired.
Read a book, you illiterate son of a bitch, step up your vocab.
Hi everyone, my name is Cree Miles, aka Black Emily Dickinson. Welcome. Today, for Fun Friday, you probably know because I've been in everybody's DMs asking them to help me, but I have attempted to compile a list of trauma-free black literature. I was trying to get up to 10. I have 8 things that you can check out. 2 of them are series, so it could technically be 10 after that. But I know that our history is extremely traumatic, and I know that when you're dealing with the best writers and the best brains, they are going to automatically start delving into the most complicated topics, which often involve navigating their way through trauma. I'm all about reading bougie black literature. We know this. But I mean, sometimes you just need a break. But just because I want those problems doesn't mean that I don't want the character to be black. Because I'm tired of these black characters written by non-black authors, white authors specifically, who basically, it just be looking like the boy on the Cocoa Puff box, except he was painted brown. You don't know who I'm talking about. I'm about to cut to a picture. You see me? You feel me? So I've compiled this list. This is the first list that I have ever given you all that I have not read all of the books. However, shout out to a special kind of double, Krista, because she gave me some books, and we trust Krista, and also Savannah. Miss Vanna Black, I believe, is her handle. She's not a bookstagrammer, but she might as well be college homie, and she'd be reading all the time. So these 2 I trust. They gave me some books to add to this list, and without further ado, we just go and jump into it. Because if you tired like I'm tired, and you need to read something where you close it and you sigh a sigh of gratitude with hard eyes instead of a sigh of defeat, then these are the books that you need. First, I have Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. It came out this month, actually, and I'm really intrigued. Now that I've dipped my toe into chick lit, there's no going back. I love Hallmark. Chick lit is basically just Hallmark in book form. This is the synopsis of The Worst Best Man, okay? 3 years ago, Afro-Latina wedding planner Carolina Santos was left at the altar. Lena's white fiancé, Andrew Hartley, sent his brother and best man, Max, to deliver the awful news. Ding, ding, ding. I'm gonna stop you right there, okay? Because the first time you know that it's gonna be good character development is when we reference all of the characters' races, not just the characters that are black. And then we have to figure out that all of the other characters are white when the author mentions that their eyes are blue. We know Lena Afro-Latina. We know Max is white. I'm not even going to read no more. It's going to be fine. It's gotten really good reviews, actually. Next we have Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. Alexa gets stuck in a hotel lift and suddenly realizes there's a hot guy with a suitcase stranded in the lift with her. They start chatting, there's some chemistry going, and she discovers that Drew is in town to be groomsman at a wedding at the weekend and he needs a +1, so she agrees to go with him. And things progress from there. Perfect! Nothing's gonna go wrong. I doubt anybody is going to get lynched. We're gonna see any murders. I think it's gonna be fine. Maybe a few microaggressions, but probably not even any of those. No one's probably gonna touch her hair. I'm here for it. Number 3 is a classic. Because I know you're rolling your eyes thinking, please don't let Cree chicklet me to death. I'm not. I mean, I have been delivered and I'm for sure going to hang out in Chicklet-tropolis occasionally. But if you don't want to do that and if you need to be woke all the time, that's on you. Mules and Men by Mother Hurston. Zora's autoethnographical collection of African American folklore collected and written by Zora Neale Hurston. That's on my did not finish list. In 2017, that was the 80th anniversary of Their Eyes Were Watching God, and I held a panel celebrating and talking about the book in my city. And so just to do research, for 6 months, all I read was Zora. And that was like the last book for me to read, and I was tired. Had to take it there because I'm tired. Next we have A Love No Less, which is a book of love letters written by black people to black people, spanning time, and some of the black people are famous and some of them are not famous. NPR actually, for Valentine's Day, because it's in Black History Month, I'm guessing, they picked some readings out of that book and read them on air. And whew, beautiful. So that one's worth checking out. Gwendolyn Brooks, Maude Martha. We know Gwendolyn as a poet, right? This was actually the only piece of fiction that she ever wrote. And it's described by a reviewer as character's life resembling your life or mine. Good days and bad, no headlines. Sounds trauma-free to me. So I think that one's worth checking out as well. That one was also suggested by Krista. So thank you, Krista. Another Krista suggestion is the Akata Witch series. And now we are in young adult and fantasy. We're checking off all types of boxes, you guys. I'm proud of us. 12-year-old Sunny was born in America yet lives in Nigeria. She is black and albino. She's a great athlete, yet she can't go out in the sun to play soccer. Sunny then discovers that she has magical abilities, which makes her a free agent in the magical community called the Leopard People in West Africa. As a free agent, she needs to learn about the magical community. Soon her magical teacher connects her with 3 other magical students to become a quartet called a Covenant, which is a group of magical leopard people assembled to pursue a purpose. The group is cultivated by leaders in the magical communities to try to capture a serial killer who also knows magic. Okay, got a little weird at serial killer. We'll chalk that up to fantasy and keep it moving. Next on the list, I added this, Becoming. Beautiful that Michelle Obama's memoir is relatively trauma-free. I have only been published once in my life, and the piece that was published was a celebration of becoming and Michelle's shifting the narrative around a black upbringing because there was no trauma involved. Okay. And last but not least, which, tell me if I'm wrong about this because it's been 80,000 years since I read this book, and when I tried to read the synopsis, it wouldn't just give me a straight answer, but Americanah, I don't really remember anything overtly terrible happening. I know that she was awakened to the concept of black when she came to America because that was not a thing when she was living in Nigeria, but I don't think that anything happened where I had to put down the book and walk away for a few days. So that's what I got, you guys. If you have anything to add below, please add it. I'm trying to beef these lists up as much as possible. And I will see you on Sunday for Word of the Week. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.